like how the little sushis come up all over that part. Okay, are you ready, Abir? Stream this on TikTok at the same time. I just don't have the energy for it. Okay. So, Butler County Times. The Roottrees are dead. What happened? The plane crashed last night north of Pittsburgh. The only passengers were Carl Rootree and his 3 daughters, known as the Rootree sisters. Carl Rootree was the president of the Rootree Candy Company, and it's not clear who will succeed him. So far, local police are not sure what caused the crash, but we are told an active investigation is underway. It is being called the most high-profile plane crash in Pennsylvania history. All passengers and flight crew perished. Pittsburgh is generally known for pleasant flying conditions, and the weather was not atypical for this time of the year. We do not know much at this time, but our sources tell us that local authorities do not suspect terrorism. Oh yeah, what about murder? I'm suspicious. The crash did not cause any local property damage, and fortunately nobody outside the plane was hurt. Funeral plans have been announced, but you can be sure that the Butler County Times will cover it to the best of our ability. Have not been announced. I feel like I didn't say that yet. Is that right? Spokesperson for the company. The music is too loud. Okay. Is that better? How's that? Can you hear me a little better? Okay. You are welcome. Okay, here we go. I like how there's another mode that you can unlock once you solve the mystery. Okay. Here we go. December 6, 1998.
The plane that crashed last night just outside of Pittsburgh is now known to have been the private jet of the Roottrees Corporation. Local aviation authorities have speculated, based on the pilot's final communication, that the winter storm and heavy winds played a significant role in the crash. On board were multiple family members, including corporate president Carl Roottrees and his daughters, the Roottrees sisters, best known for their fashion lines and modeling careers. There were no survivors. Again, for those of you just joining us,
TV is really doing me in.
The Roottrees are dead.
No! Knock, knock, knock.
I know it's late, but I'm guessing you've seen the news. In addition to dealing with the grief, the Roottrees Company's lawyers are scrambling.
Okay. I like that it's voice acted, so I don't have to read everything. This is great so far.
Everything's about to change. Anyone proven to be a blood relative is about to get much richer. I'm here to ensure everyone is accounted for.
Very important distinction.
I've heard you're an expert at sorting out complicated family trees. A genealogy genie, as it were.
Can you...
I'm going to give you a quick test. Pass, and I can promise you the job of a lifetime.
Complete the family tree of the Roottrees sisters. Siblings are in birth order from oldest to youngest. Examine my evidence, search the internet for clues, fill in the names, fill in the occupations, fill in the photos. Sleuth! Really, he just ran away. Winnie, where'd you go? Winnie. He might be hiding. I don't know where he went. What? There he is. Come here. Don't need to dig your claws into my skin like that. Things I do for the internet. Okay, he is not feeling this. Okay. Does this satisfy you? Look at the little boy. Okay. All right. Goodbye. You're free. Thank you for letting me show you off on the internet. All right. Yes, satisfied. Continue. Okay. Okay. So the oldest one is married. The evidence. Okay. person who hired you gave you this photo with a note attached. This was taken during the shoot for the Roottrees Sisters Got Milk ad. I've tracked down a test photo from before they painted the fake mustaches on, which I thought would be more appropriate considering the circumstances. The ad's copy reads, "You might recognize our faces from the magazine you're reading. And you might recognize our name from the candy bar you're eating. Being a Rootree is a full-time job, but so is growing up. That's why the calcium found in milk is so important. Plus, you can't make chocolate without it." This list was provided to you by the mysterious person who showed up at your door. You'll need it to fill in the family tree. Okay. The list of names. Okay, so we don't know yet. Now we gotta search the internet. Okay. Okay. Spider search. Okay, so now I'll look up Roottrees Sisters. There are a lot of obituaries that focus on the Roottrees Sisters' modeling careers. You also come across an unofficial Roottrees fan site seemingly curated by a teenager. It's neon pink with purple text and hard to read until you highlight the words. The young webmaster writes, "Raina is the most famous because she's the oldest and got married to TMS, but Riley is the smart one. Rose is a middle child like me." You might think they are rich just because they are models, but their dad is also the president of the candy company, and their mom Brenda is a fashion designer. They do the modeling for her brand, Root. I eat Roottrees candy all the time. My favorite are maple crisps, and try to dress in plaid Root clothes like Riley does in most of the posters. Someday I want to get my ears pierced like Rose. The website's author continues to talk about her own life, what she likes about Root, fashion lines, and none of it's relevant. Okay. So okay. Okay, wait. Rose. May think they are rich because they are models. Present. Okay. A model for the brand. Root. Plaid, like Riley, ears pierced. Okay. Let us go back. Okay, so this one is Riley. She is a model. They're all models. Okay. We know that Raina is the oldest. Okay. Whoa. Let's look for Rose. There is no Rose Roottrees. Let's see. So we have TMS and then we have Root, the clothing company. Root. The period is part of the name as a clothing company. They make clothes for children from toddlers to teenagers. Although their website is down, likely due to increased web traffic, you find countless retail sites attempting to advertise their clothes toward the target audience. One of them has this to say: you've spied the Roottrees sisters looking hella fly on catalogs, magazines, and posters. Now you too can be like Riley, Rose, and Raina. Also come across a website from a collector of clothing catalogs. Apparently, Root has released 2 catalogs per year every year since 1984, and Raina appeared on almost all of them. There's only one that the webmaster considers a collector's item enough to mention. It seems that Brenda Roottree, the Roottree sisters' mother and Root's head designer, appeared on one cover holding her daughter, Rose, in 1985. Site says this was the only time her daughter was ever listed with her birth name, Carly Roottree. Okay, so we need to go. Carly. think one of the... Who is TMS? That's what we need. Okay, TMS is a common abbreviation for the early 90s teen heartthrob Tommy Mark Sheridan. His first credited role as Thomas Sheridan was on a soap opera called Time Marches Forward. That sounds a lot like an actual soap opera that exists. He skyrocketed to popularity after starring his starring role in the sitcom Brother Trouble. Since the end of Brother Trouble, he has often been on the cover of tabloids for his supposed drug use, and more recently his relationship with Raina Roottrees. After a short engagement, they married in 1997 when she was only 19 and he was 23. I mean, they're both young. There's a little... Thomas something Sheridan. Where are you at? I don't understand how I'm supposed to figure out the photos. I mean, just based off of the looks. Okay. Oh. Wonder if I had the pictures right the first time. Oh. I hit the wrong name. All right. Yeah.
Sorry to test you, but I had to be sure you could use the internet. Some folks refuse to get with the times. Safe to say, you're hired. The reward for untangling the family tree is substantial. Life-changing, even. But here's the catch. The Roottrees go way, way back. The family tree's a bit daunting. Most people freak out the first time they see the whole thing. but I'm sure you'll be
Who's this
fine.
lady? Why does she want me to do this? You know, what is your role in all of this, mysterious lady? You show up here, you give me some stuff, you tell me what to do. Who the fuck are you?
The man who started it was particular about whom he considered family. For your purposes, you only need his direct blood relatives. Anyone related only by marriage is optional, but filling them in can lead to useful discoveries.
So we'll probably do that.
Lastly, you now have access to some unique websites, plus a list of notable Roottrees.
Thanks.
Notable people are easy to find via your search engine, and marked with stars on the family tree. I'm off for now. Carl Roottree had a lot in his office. I'll look for anything useful. I'll return once you identify 6 more blood relatives.
Okay.
Sorry, one last
back?
thing. This might sound odd, but if anyone else claiming to represent the Roottrees reaches out, I'd appreciate you not mentioning I was here.
It's like,
Thank you, and
lady,
good luck.
why? Who are you, and why should we try? What is going on? Okay, here we go. No, really, who the fuck are you, lady? Before the person who hired you returns, every time you get 3 additional blood relatives in the family tree completely correct, name, occupation, and portrait, they will be locked in. All non-blood relatives and small portraits are optional, but placing them in the tree helps remove extra names and photos. Yes, so we will be doing that. Okay. Elias. Gwyneth. Okay. Okay, so we already did the Roottrees sisters. Oh. Got more. Carl Rootree died in the recent plane crash along with his wife Brenda and their daughters, the Roottrees sisters. He was the president of the Roottrees Candy Company as well as the clothing company Root, which he co-founded with his wife. There's a short press release that the Roottrees Candy Company released today to news organizations. December 6, 1998. It is with a heavy heart that we mourn the loss of Carl, Brenda, and the Roottrees sisters, and the other employees that perished in the terrible tragedy. The entire Roottrees family is in shock and requesting privacy at this time. As the head of our company, Carl was an incredible man and an unmatched leader. Filling his absence will be difficult and may take considerable time. In the interim, we hope that you join us in looking back fondly on Carl and his family's triumphs and accomplishments. They go on to list some of those accomplishments. One of them seems relevant to your search. Like his great-grandfather before him, Carl earned the highly prestigious Watchman of the Year title. Any entry on the family tree that belongs to someone on this list will be marked with a star. Notable Roottrees will be crossed out after they are verified and locked. Okay. What is this 35? 5 pieces in the kids from the magazine Toon Cast. Oh, I think I know what the little magnifying glass is. Intuition. You've been in this work a long time, so long in fact you've developed a sixth sense for how useful your evidence can be. The numbers in the magnifying glass refer to how many clues are connected to a specific piece of evidence. The higher the number, the more there is to find. As at the start of your search, the notables list sets off alarm bells. A list of famous people that you can find via search engine. It's pretty rare to get something that useful. Best take advantage of it. As you progress, these numbers will change. Whether you find more evidence or lock in family members, new discoveries will be added to the list and old evidence will become less useful. Trust your intuition. If a piece of evidence seems too good to be true, take a closer look at the people or phrases it mentions. Often the most satisfying revelations come from retracing a path you thought was fully explored, armed with a new perspective. Sometimes the reason certain evidence has such high value is because it can lead to finding more evidence. You may be missing a huge piece of the puzzle. Roottrees sisters and their parents died in a plane crash on December 6, 1998. The next evening, a shadowy figure appeared at your door and said the lawyers were looking to sort out the family tree. After a quick test, the figure gave you access to some resources. This included a list of notable Roottrees who said they would be the easiest family members to place. They said they would return in the time it took to fill out 6 more blood relatives. Oh. Alright, so let's look up these two, Elias and Gwyneth Roottree. Oh. Ooh. A photo. Elias Roottrie was the founder and first president of the Roottrie Candy Company. Find what is essentially a propaganda site about him created by the Roottrie Candy Company. At the top, there's a picture of him and his wife. Also, a biography section has some additional information. Elias is credited with inventing 5 pieces, a popular maple candy. For that, the farm he inherited by marrying his wife only produced syrup. After 5 pieces became wildly successful, Elias spends his time and energy on cementing his reputation as a family man. He is quoted on the site saying, "Blood is thicker than syrup, and that any child linked by blood to me shall be linked by blood to my legacy." The site enthusiastically claims that he made good on that promise, but offers no additional detail. A few more quotes about Elias from a book called Family Man, The Roottrie Legacy by Bess Williams. To say they are biased is a massive understatement. Like his great-grandson Carl, Elias was voted Watchman of the Year. Okay. S. Williams. An old book about Elias Roottrees. There are no downloadable versions available because the book is impossible to find these days. Okay, well, what if we mention the 5 pieces? Why did the music suddenly stop? For marketing materials and various candy history sites, you learn that 5 pieces are the iconic candy sold by the Roottrees Candy Company. Although they are no longer the company's only popular product, they still sell well to this day. 5 pieces are small, colorful, shell-coated maple candies that since the late 20s have been pressed into the shape of a maple leaf, though they usually have one flavor that looks more like a berry. As tastes have changed over the years, so have the 5 flavors, but the shape and combination with maple have remained consistent. There's also a history of print advertising website that claims to have a 5 pieces advertisement scanned from a book called The Sweet History of Candy, Volume 2 by Charles Lee. Unfortunately, when you click through to the website, it seems like all of their image links are broken. There's this candy history book. Oh wait. Five Pieces Head, 1928. It's a miracle of modern candy for a modern society. The Roottrees 5 pieces contain 5 different maple-infused flavors. The Roottrees are a proud family business, and our flavors are inspired by our children. G is for grape, E is for elderberry, CE is for cinnamon extract, and M is for melon. And introducing M for Miracle Berry. Miracle Berry is a burst of beautiful blossoming blended berries. Try it today. Okay. These are the initials of their children. Okay, there's Elias and Gwyneth. I think this is gonna be the answer. Get out of here. What is this? You can open this envelope after the whole family tree has been two names that must be typed in manually. The clues are obscure, have been intentionally hidden in the past, and may even require some leaps in logic. First, Anderson Maple Farm. Before marrying Elias, Gwyneth Roottrees was Gwyneth Anderson. There's no brothers. She was the oldest sister. She was to inherit the Anderson Maple Farm so long as she married. Before Elias took over, farm produced only syrup. It was supposedly Elias's idea to create candy instead. The success was not immediate until they decided to combine the maple with other flavors. This led to 5 pieces, which are still found in stores to this day. Though the Roottrees Candy Company expanded well beyond their original farm, it has been preserved as a tourist attraction. According to their website, there are still daily demonstrations and educational tours that show off many of the turn-of-the-century appliances that Gwyneth would have used as a housewife in the early 1900s. Okay. Okay, wait, I gotta go back in here. Let's do... Ooh, I got one clue down. Lauren Roottrees. Author, aha, she was an author. Lauren Roottrees, a distant relative of the Roottrees sisters, is known for her book, A Life Between Wars. Yeah, I know. Let's see. So her book that she wrote. Oh, geez, that added all sorts of stuff. The below are notes and observations you made while skimming through Lauren Roottrees' diary pages in A Life Between Wars. Hold on, Robert's home. Okay. More notes. Oh, yes. She is marked with a star. Book was published in 1965. Consists of diary entries that stretch from 1940 to 65. Okay. Lauren had a son, Clark. A distant relative. She's gonna have a star. So, I mean, maybe up here? I don't think it's gonna be one of these. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, she is Elias's granddaughter. Okay. So one of these. Because these are his children, these are his grandchildren. Okay. So one of these three is Lauren. No idea which one. She only have one child. So doesn't really help. Skimming the pages, you glean the following information. Granddaughter of Elias and Gwyneth on her father's side. Her mother's family was called the Cossells, but she hardly ever mentions them. Her father, who she always refers to as Pop, was the head lawyer for the Roottrees Candy Company and helped write a legal document called the Clancy Trust. Clear from context that the Roottrees have internal shorthand names for the different generations of their family. Lauren uses them often. 5 pieces. The first generation of children by Gwyneth and Elias. Lauren's father was in this generation. The next generation, which is Lauren's, and then the Free Spirits, the generation after Lauren's, including her son. Okay, let's look up this Clancy Trust. Oh, Clancy Trust is a highly unusual corporate arrangement named after Clancy Edward Roottree, who was Elias's son and the Roottrees Candy Company's. Oh, that's why. See, the Roottrees Candy Company's head lawyer at the time. Due to its unique nature, it's often brought up in online discussions and financial matters and inheritance as an oddity. The company mandates that a fixed percentage of its profits are split every quarter amongst bank accounts representing each direct relative of Elias and Gwyneth. An account is created for each blood relative at birth and first accessible when they reach 18. The actual numbers have never been fully disclosed to the public, but due to the ever-increasing success of the company, it is a significant amount of money. The Clancy Trust is known for being essentially impossible to get around due to many checks and balances written into it. There have been a few situations in which family members have tried to forcibly remove another member from the trust. Most details online are pretty vague since the matters are handled internally. The only information you discover is from a university law school, which apparently had a guest lecturer talk about the Roottrees versus RR in 1994. While looking into the Clancy Clance said, trust. You often find mentions to the 5-piece guarantee, which went into effect at the same time. Some information on a website about old films that are not yet available on VHS. The site is not very well organized and the search is broken, but you can get to individual pages from your search engine. Gwen Roottrees is a somewhat well-known actress who was active in the 1950s. She often appeared in tabloids, especially around the time of her highly publicized divorce. Her biggest role was the minor hit movie Guys Like Us. She left Hollywood after the flop of Christmas Mission. There's a widely circulated picture from behind the scenes on one of her movies, which you've added to evidence. Did you know trivia? Gwen was the granddaughter of Elias Roottree, the founder of Roottrees Candy. She shouldn't have been named Roottree, but her father took her mother's famous name, which was quite rare in those days. Okay. An entry titled Complaints from Lauren Rootree's Diary, written in 1953. This entry seems to focus specifically on one of Lauren's family members, Gwen, who is on the notable Roottrees list. Seems everyone has something to complain about. Gwen, as an only child, complained of loneliness. I told her that being expected to watch after 3 younger brothers didn't feel like a blessing, but it fell on deaf ears. During the summer where I went to stay with her and Aunt Margot, I hoped she would be the sister I never had and that I'd do the same for her. I even tried to dye my hair blonde to fit in with the two of them. What a mess. But she just complained. To her, I was the lucky cousin. Now she's living off the glamorous life while I'm stuck here with Clark. I must admit, seeing her everywhere contributes to my unhappiness. Her visage stares at me even now from my coffee table. She gets to be in Starlet and tell tales of how she gallivants around the world kissing the likes of Harrison Lane and Wild Bill Williams. She's the first Roottrie woman to be anything other than a housewife, and I'm jealous. If I were not a single mother, I could have made my own way in this world. Could I have made my own way in this world? But I'm off topic. The girl with all the luck in the world was jealous of me. And now, though I have been undoubtedly burdened by terrible tragedy, I am also lucky to be born into a family that can support me for eternity. I can raise a child without worry, unlike countless other widows. If any of them were to hear me complaining, they would rightfully scoff, just like I do at Gwen. Gwen Roottrie, notable Rootrees list. Okay. Panther. Okay, I got that one. Okay. I know this is Clark Roottrees. Or, okay, I guess not. I guess not. Oh, she wouldn't have taken... Oh, this kid wouldn't have... Okay, I gotta keep looking. Never mind. I'm not gonna be able to figure out because she would have taken his name. Okay, we're gonna get there. The 5 pieces. Pop even had it framed. That's him on the left. So Lauren's dad. Okay. Would have been this guy. Of the clan said trust with Elias Roottrees' attempt to ensure that the Roottree Candy Company will remain a family business for eternity. In isolation, it is somewhat baffling. The yearly salary of Rootree's president is always locked to the price of a single pack of 5 pieces. When the 5-piece guarantee went into effect, this was 25 cents a year. Now it's closer to $4. Thank you, Abir. Okay. Okay, these are all gonna be men, because she said she had 3 brothers to take care of. is for elderberry, CE, Nancy Edward. Yeah. He was the lawyer who did the clan set trust thing, so that's how we know that. Angie and I both wanted to be in the photo since Miracle was in it and the three of us were all about the same age. We were told only the 5 pieces, which really didn't go over well to say the least. Eventually, I suppose to stop the tantrums, they posed us in front of the camera with Mr. Morden, who was there with Aunt Gwendoline. I found out years later they never even took a second photo. That's so stupid. I hate that. Focuses on the day her grandfather Elias announced that he would step down as president of the Roottrees Candy Company, and the meeting to determine his successor. I wish I had been a fly on the wall today. Clancy told me that everyone got quite heated. Granddad was furious none of his sons would take over as president, but that's what he gets for holding on to it so long. With architects, preachers, and lawyers, nobody's got time for candy. So with the 5 pieces refusing to step up, it came down to us next gens. Pop argued at length that the company should stay with our branch of the family, since we still have the Roottrees name. I'm not even sure Clancy would have wanted it, but he's the one who was volunteered. Instead, it ended up going to Zach. Even though his surname doesn't match the candy, he's the firstborn son of the firstborn 5-piece. I'm not sure how that's relevant to running a company, but Granddad has always had very particular views when it came to his bloodline. I asked Clancy if it ever came up that a woman could take over. After all, Angie's older than Zach, but I'm next oldest of it all. But he just laughed. I'll never forget the cuss words Pop used when he told Ma it wouldn't go to us. This is so mean, Mother. You ever the quick-witted. At least police with catty remarks countered back. Maybe they wanted it to go to the only member of the family who looks like he samples the product. I fucking hate that. Actually, I hate that. Thanks. An entry titled Sam from Lauren Roottrees' diary, written in 1963. Yeah, also, girls can't own the factory, own the candy company. Oh my god. From a previous entry, you learned that Elias Roottree had given in to his wife and announced that Sam, an obscure relative, was to be included in family gatherings. Gwyneth had been pushing to include Sam for quite some time. Lauren writes, "Why Sam? I have many distant relatives I've never met. After all, Granny had sisters and Granddad had a brother or two. But I was told, trim their branches from the family tree." Wow. So why is Sam special? Nothing adds up, and I'm not the only one to realize. Angie summoned all the next gens to a secret meeting in Zach's office. Gwen's in Paris, but the rest of us, including Miracle's boys, spent ages trying to unravel the mystery. I didn't recognize Sam at Uncle Junior's wedding to Patsy last year. At the reception, when I asked who Sam was, Pop shushed me and said it was complicated. Clancy swore he saw Sam working alongside the farmhands, EC and John, when he used to drive past the old Anderson farm on his way to work. Upon hearing that, Zach checked the records and managed to confirm all three are on the books. Eli, Miracle's youngest, not my brother, even chimed in. Apparently, when he was riding his mini bike alongside the farm a few weeks ago, Sam gave him some old tools and taught him how to make the bike's engine faster. None of us think that proper for a multitude of reasons, but Eli certainly seems thrilled. At the end of the day, nothing explains why an outsider has cozied into family affairs, especially one who works on the farm of all places. Whatever happened to blood is thicker than syrup? Why is Granddad making an exception now? I don't know, girly pop. I don't know. One of the final entries called Clark from Lauren Rootree's diary, written in 1964. Clark's getting married, and in my opinion, far too young. He's barely 18 for God's sakes, and Danielle isn't much older, but openly confronting them would make me a hypocrite. After all, Jacob and I got married at 16. Okay, so, ma'am. Jacob. Okay, it's obviously Rafferty, which makes this Clark Rafferty. Okay. That's what it's ridiculous. Why are you gonna get it? He's older than you were, even. He's actually doing better than you, girl. How about you shut the fuck up? What is this little photo thing for? I don't get that. So, yeah, I have to find 3 more. And then she'll show up again. I'm pretty sure that's what it needs to be. Okay. What is... I'm guessing this is Sam. The Roottrees. This is Very few details about this particular incident with regards to the Clanset Trust. A student that attended the lecture wrote about the following on a legal oddities website. From what you can tell, RR attempted unsuccessfully to remove a fellow family member from the trust. It was said that RR attempted two arguments. First, the person in question was born out of wedlock, and second, they committed a significant crime against a fellow family member. Still, due to the ironclad wording, it was impossible to remove any direct descendant of Elias Rootree without completely dissolving the trust. There's no additional information online. Okay. I like this. Oh, there's a duck. Alright, let's look up Carl. Carl Roottrees died in the recent plane crash along with his wife, Brenda, and their daughters, the Roottrees sisters. He was the president of the Roottrees Candy Company. Wait a minute. Did I already look this up? Yes, I did. Okay. Well, that was useless. Alright, that adds something. Website for the Miracle Network, a production company run by Miracle Roottrees Estate. It's quite bare bones, but has the following blurb. Witness the testimonies of the Miracle's Roottrees. Miracle Roottrees arrived so late in his mother's life, the doctors swore he wouldn't survive his first year. His mother and father, Elias and Gwyneth, named him Miracle because they thought him impossible. He was younger than his brothers and sisters by over 14 years. With a birth that late, the final child of his generation was nearly torn apart by countless health problems, but still, with the power of God on his side, he persevered. Oh boy. He triumphed over these complications and even regained his sight to spread the healing word of the Almighty. Oh my God. 23 years later, Miracle Roottrees Jr. arrived and became the famous family's second vessel for the higher power. What the fuck? I hate this. Actually. At 18, he unburdened himself from the Roottrees name and took his father's testimony to a whole new level. Via the power of television, Miracle Jr. spread the gospel across the entirety of New England. He has since left the life of glamour and glitz behind to reach those places that need it most. The power of the Lord coming to a town near you. Well, we don't know if Miracle Jr. was older or younger, so I guess I have to wait on that. Oh, a preacher. Duh. It says that. Oh, we got another one. Ooh. What is it? Oh. She's here!
You're on a roll. I'll try to keep that momentum going. Carl's office was a mess, thanks to some burst pipes.
So, we filled in more people. The lady is back. So that also means I think we're about to get more stuff. Or more information. She's about to do or give us something. This is good. But I think, just give me like 2 seconds. I need to take like a 5-minute break. And then we will be back. So. Okay, I'm back. I'm almost back. I'm gonna smoke, and then you will see me fully return. So, we have unlocked, I think it was 9 people at this point, and there's gonna be more. So... Okay. Pizza smells really good, honey. But it's interesting. It seems like you have to get 3 people at a time in order to, like, lock in something. Because I got those first 3 people, and then I got the second group of 3 people. And now the lady's here. Because, like, I had a couple of, like, bits in there, and I was like, why isn't this locking in? I think it only locks in once you get 3. So... Okay, I just found... So I'm like, how do I get to the next, like, thing? Like, where am I gonna find Carl's photo?
But I unearthed a photo from a 1970s Roottrees reunion. I also found some important-looking papers. You've traced 9 blood relatives so far. I'll have more to share after you find 9 more.
Okay. Why are these in a box? None of the other ones are in a box. Okay, there was something with Carl. Miracle Jr., who's said to be world famous and gets top billing. Miracle Jr. Miracle Roottrees. Miracle Third. Well, this is gonna be Miracle Jr. And then I'm assuming this is his wife, Nicole. Okay, there's two Nicoles, so I can't. Alright, wait, I need to get... Wait. There's Miracle Jr., Miracle the Third. Also, Preacher. Miracle Jr. is a televangelist who's part of the Miracle Network. He sang a show that aired on local access and press many stations in the northeastern United States. According to a website called Clergy Watch, he was exposed and subsequently charged with conspiracy to defraud the public in 1979 when he claimed to heal someone in a wheelchair. Okay, his wife Edith's sister and describes. Oh, I didn't realize that. Why you was right there. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, obviously. Thank you, baby. Edith. Alright, and then Carl. Oh. Stephanie may have grown up in an unconventional family, to say the least, but in her words, it was still full of love. 22 years later, with a baby of her own due around Christmas, her message for voters is simply love is our future. I know we don't see eye to eye when it comes to the candy company, but if you could talk to your girls about putting out a statement supporting Stephanie, we could use the publicity. My God. Your daughters bring. Don't let our conflict spread to the next generation. Sam. Okay. Harris. Gwen and the boys. So that must be... Oh, wait. Doubt I need these photos, but you never know. Oh, I see what I'm missing. Hold on. There's something important I'm missing. Miracle Jr. Aloysius Herring Roottrees, aka Red, was an appointed judge and politician who earned his nickname ironically because he was the ambassador to Ireland for only about 6 days. He served what some people contend is the shortest term in history. A few days after he was appointed, he was heard disparaging his position and the Irish people. He then tried to run for state senate and claimed to be related to the Roottrees Candy Company in a newspaper ad, but it came out that the last name was merely a coincidence and he was defeated in a landslide. Okay. His name is literally Red Herring. Okay, thank you. You got me. Roottrees. Singer. Oh, we got a song. Great-grandson.
We're rolling, rolling, rolling on down to the city.
Saturday night and you're quite a sight.
The world might be burning, but I'm feeling right.
Making ends meet, so they rent and
We can't afford gas, so we skate in the streets.
guys all rush to say that I'm pretty.
Ladies blush and find me so witty. They're out of luck tonight, what a pity. We're rolling, rolling, rolling on down to the city.
On wheels we glide with you by my side.
Inflation is rising, and so is our pride.
Pick our own fate, make love not hate.
They fight overseas, but we'd rather skate.
Guys all rush to say that I'm pretty.
Ladies blush and find me so witty. They're out of luck tonight, what a pity. We're rolling, rolling, rolling on down to the city.
Politicians at large are hopeless.
The bankers in charge are all clowns.
Parties sell better than protests.
So signs up while we boogie down, 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 down.
Guys all rush to say that I'm pretty.
Ladies blush and find me so witty. They're out of luck tonight, what a pity. We're rolling, rolling, rolling on down to the city.
There we go. I'm like, what am I missing here? Getting this article on Carl Roottrees. There we go. Obviously, he's a president, but it's got to be the latest one. Oh, I got it. Excuse me. Oops. Oh. fan club, Jim and Diamond, cool things you got in the mail. One reply mentions that Jim and Diamond send out a Christmas card every year to Diamond's Dazzlers, accompanied by some pictures as well as some history about the fan club. No longer available to join, Jim and Diamond still honor it themselves personally. Fierce debate about whether that's cool or pathetic. Amongst the pictures of Christmas cards from over the years, only one is relevant. The card from 1996 included pictures of Jim and Diamond's young son, Wolf, as well as a note about his daughter's band, the Floozies? Okay. Christmas card. Let me see something. Wait a minute. No, Jim Roottrees is the last one. Okay, his name is not Jim. An opening act for the band the reviewer actually came to see. The reviewer writes that she normally doesn't review the opening act, but this one was unusual. The trio was extremely cagey about their identities. The reviewer asked the venue who they were, and she was told they were rumored to be the children of other famous musicians and didn't want that to be why they became popular. Oh, candy. But how do we know? recreate an old photo. This one is from the 70s and Carl's the teenager in the middle. That really doesn't... really doesn't help. I guess that does look like Carl. A pipe burst in Carl's office. Okay, that's what this is all about. Okay. Says November on the back. Large number of cursives. Bonnie, next president, Guy Hudson, Ernie Jr., Caroline, Gwyneth M., Gwendolyn, Miracle Jr., Jim Roottrees. I mean, it's... Wait, this is someone named Eli. I could like cross these out. Swashbuckle my heart. Who is that? Yep, I did that. Alright, so maybe I need to do this. There we are. Wild Bill Williams. Will Williams? Seriously? Okay. Okay, that's clearly not his real name. constantly preached the importance of family names and honoring them. My father decided to bless me with a famous name. There's nothing wrong with Cornwall, but Roottrees has power. My husband similarly goes by Wild Bill. Okay, there's a curse. Very small red text. Roottrees are cursed. Carl and Brenda and their girls, that makes 5 new deaths. Not only that, 3 of the 5 presidents of the Roottrees company have died mysteriously. They say Guy's car was hit by a drunk driver in 82, but nobody was arrested. Then Ernie Madsen Jr. stepped down. Was he poisoned? Now, just this week, Carl died in a plane crash. This cannot be a coincidence. There's another entry that claims if you connect the dots in the pattern of the 5-piece wrapper, it creates a Mayan ruby skull, a secret message meant to subliminally scare people away. The post before that has a link to a site that talks about how Earth has 4 corner, simultaneous 4-day time cubes. The author of this site seems to agree. An entry from a few months ago claims entry from a few months ago claims the owner of the site received an email asking him to take down his site with faked proof that Ernie Madsen Jr. actually had a heart condition and wasn't poisoned. The owner claims that although the proof looks quite credible, he knows that the proof was fake because he's an expert at creating fake evidence. First entry is from '96 and has a blurry picture of the Roottrees Candy Company factory, seemingly taken by the website's author from behind a fence and through some trees. It seems that Operation RT-29 is real. It witnessed a helicopter land on February 29th, 1996. Okay. So... let us look up... Mayan. Oh my god. Found a few conspiracy websites that claim the Mayan ruby skull is a symbol of death. Alleged proof is a blurry photo of a reddish shape of a cave painting from South America, allegedly. Covered beneath the painting were bones from hundreds of different people and animals. One site also mentions that the photographer who took the picture died when their boat capsized after crashing into a skull-shaped rock. Amongst the spinning skull gifts, you find no sources or verifiable details. Okay. Looks more like an egg than a skull. More conspiracy websites. Some people out there claim that the Roottrees are changing the candy recipe to include more and more chemicals, and that this was done in cooperation with bad actors from an unknown government. They claim that due to a loophole in the calendar, it is possible to get away with nearly any crime on a leap day, as long as it isn't discovered until after the day is over. And that every 4 years on a leap year, the Rootree Company hosts a meeting with foreign agents to conspire to poison our children. Their proof is that Rootree candies contain polyglycerol polyricinolate, an ingredient of the candy that wasn't there when it was first released. They claim it is added in an attempt to addict people and eventually induce mind control. The website claims to sell pills that counteract this effect for children that have already eaten Rootree candy in the past. Additional search for polyglycerol polyricinolate, and it seems to be an emulsifier in chocolates approved by the FDA and widely used across many products. Oh, now I have to look up this poly. We're just gonna do this. Even more. Some people out there claim that the Roottrees are changing the candy recipe to include more chemicals. Due to a loophole. Okay, this is exactly the same thing that I just read. Mysterious deaths and curses. Addition to the Rootree curse. Oh yeah, that was the guy who made that one website. Truth behind Spirit Cola claims that Spirit really stands for Zane's plague is returning in 2000. And in the year 2000, anyone who has drunk Spirit Cola will die. Another website is Stock Markets and the Devil's Numbers, which claim that if you multiply any stock's price by 666, then also multiply the current year by that same stock's price, then add those two numbers together, divide the entire total by the stock price, finally subtract the current year, you will always end up with 666. Jesus fucking Christ. My brain hurts reading that. Spirit. Carbonated drink only found in the southern U.S. Various flavors: lemon, lime, and cherry. Okay. Oh. Oh my God. Why? Okay, that doesn't do anything. Let's look up. Okay. Butler County. Stephanie Jones. Jones. Perfect. Small report detailing the election results. Stephanie won. Bullshit version on the back. Okay. Born Stephanie Landon. Brian Jones. Okay. Distant cousin of the Roottrees, Caroline. Coming opposed to the corporation's policies. Ah, okay. Ernie Jr. Plane crash. One announces Carl's marriage. Brenda White. Okay, he broke his arm. Who cares? Fifth. Ernie is the 4th president. Oops, that's not it. Spelled it wrong. Local art installations. Accompanying the story, there's an image of Caroline standing beside a large metal sculpture of a mermaid. Caroline standing next to her sculpture, Atlantis's Burden. The sculpture is one of many works featured in her upcoming book, Self-Portrait, Art and the Beauty of Women. According to a quote further down, Atlantis's Burden is meant to symbolize a society split by indecision over whether women should be equals or something to protect. A picture on the front page has been added to your evidence. Self-portrait, art, and the beauty of women. Ah, revisiting the diary 10 years later. Hold on.
You're listening to WRTT.
It's time for your headlines. Once an hour, every hour, on the 45. It's a bizarre development to an already tragic tale. In the wake of the accident that took his life, some of Carl Roottrees' belongings have apparently gone missing. Most notably, a framed photo of the Roottree family from the mid-1970s that Carl had on his office wall. We interviewed a local psychologist about who would do such a thing and why. For that article, search online for WRTT News. Again, that's WRTT.
So, you may have heard the news. Some of Carl's things have gone missing. That includes the pictures and mail I brought you earlier. I promise I didn't steal it. But I did borrow it. I'll return it once we're done. Let me deal with my family in the meantime. Oh, I guess that means I've officially confessed. I'm a root tree. I assure you I have a reasonable explanation for the secrecy. I'm about to do something big the family doesn't approve of. If you could just wait a little bit longer, I'll tell you more, in person. I'll return after 15 more blood relatives.
realized my mic was off the whole time. I'll be back tomorrow, I guess. Oh my god. Don't know how long that was off for. But I'll be back tomorrow. Sorry, everybody.